Here we have the gait analysis of Todd, who I'm deeming the twisted runner, as we watch him initially just take in the somatic movements. You can see a couple of deficiencies that he has in that his left shoulder is swung forward. And we'll look at that right here. Left shoulder swings forward and right elbow comes way back towards us. We'll go ahead and let that play through a few times. Again, he is a left plant, right swing. He's got some old orthotics in there to take care of that. In that when you swing your foot out and around, more pressure is put on the arches as well. Now the next thing that we can see here is that he's a pretty solid runner. He's done this a few times. Let's go ahead and watch his vertical oscillation, how much he bounces up and down. It looks great. It's almost uniform every time, which is great. He's got an even stride pattern if you take a look down here at the distance that his toes reach each time. It's pretty uniform, which is good. He's got a mid-foot strike. A mid-foot strike down here. Mid-foot back towards the heel specifically. And again, a pretty solid gait pattern. What I want to bring attention to here and what really kind of points where his deficiencies are coming from, or if you take a look at his shoulder height, you'll see that that left shoulder drops significantly, and that again that right elbow is swinging back towards us. That really shows us where most of his compensation is going to occur, and that is repetitive use of this lower spine right down here. The more often that you plant that left foot, all the pressure, all the forces are essentially leaning down and into that area. You overuse that, and that's how you're going to end up with pain in your left lower spine, using your quadratus laborum, your oblique down there, as well as your erector spinae. So in his case, we found that his glutes were not firing well. If your glutes aren't going to fire well, then you have to follow the kinetic chain down and across, down and across the body in both directions. And we'll notice again that we end up on that left lower spine right here. If you're not firing off the glute, and that system still has to fire across that kinetic chain, you're going to end up with muscles having to work harder. It just so happens in this case that with his left glute not firing well, the opposite kinetic chain going all the way down and across his body, he's having to press harder with that right calf. It's being overworked. He's cramping there more quickly. So the first of two videos to look at Todd's gait pattern.